I saw this and immediately I was like, it's a sun bear.
Yeah, people were freaking out that bears at a zoo in China were actually just humans in disguise with the same flat butt as me.
Got a derpy bum.
I mean, initially when you look at the image, you see this part, I would imagine, and you're like, oh, that's someone wearing an ill-fitting suit. But they have gone through and determined that this is a sun bear.
Yeah, see, when it starts to move more, it's definitely a bear.
So, like, we know bears can stand on their hind legs. We just didn't know that they had floppy butts like me.
I also didn't know that sun bears were so small. They're apparently the size of a large dog.
Now that you see what kind of, you know, the natural motions of an animal that may or may not be, you know, a human in disguise, I thought it might be interesting to show you what it might look like if it was a human in disguise. So there's also an article about Toko, the human dog.
I heard about that. I saw this come up in my feed the other day.
A Japanese man spends $15,000 US to become a rough collie. A Japanese man purchased a life-size, custom-made, and hyper-realistic dog costume, now producing videos of the animal. So
this, I don't like it.
Oh my God! Is this a hobby though? I mean, yeah. He moves so
like a human in a dog suit. He's waving.
You know when your dog, when your dog just waves at you like that?
Is it kink a hobby? Good question, Danny. That is a very good question.
I mean, this could be a non-sexual thing. What if another dog tried to mount him? Is he on a luggage carrier?
Yeah. Because, walking like a dog everywhere is actually too exhausting for his human body.
How old is this person?
40?
How do you have the knees? How can you do this? I can't even tie shoes. I literally have to buy shoes without laces because bending over to tie shoes too hard.
I mean,
it took 40 days. They should have spent 80.
Earlier when I was talking about drugs, and I said people should be able to do whatever they want to do as long as they're not hurting other people. I maybe am going back on that thought now. I'm reevaluating my stance on just society in general.
So they wrote, my favorite is quadrupedal animals, especially cute ones. Among them, I thought that a big animal close to me would be good, considering it would be a realistic model. So I decided to make it a dog. You decided to make it the chonkiest collie on the planet? Why didn't you pick Saint Bernard?
Yeah, or like an Irish wolfhound.
Or like a Tibetan Mastiff.
Irish wolfhounds are taller than humans.
Yeah,
sometimes.
like why wouldn't you pick a big dog, not a small dog that looks like it's eaten several other dogs? It's not a fetish. I'm just sad that people can think that. I love animals and enjoy play acting like a collie. I mean, the question would be, how much different is dressing up like a clown and going to parties? You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing, right? Like, it's odd. It is, I mean, there's street performers. Is it any weirder than the guys who pretend to sit on those floating platforms? Until this gentleman tries to make puppies with other puppies, or take shits in public places, it's fine. Maybe bring them a bowl of cold water. It's probably hot. Yeah. It's not what everybody wants to do with their spare time, but Is
He's not hurting anyone.
But what if you couldn't eat red meat to supplement your protein because you were bit by a tick? You were bit by a tick.
A Lone Star
A
tick.
Lone Star tick.
Call me Lone Star.
They call me Captain Jack Lone Star. So the CDC says 500,000 people have a red meat allergy caused by the Lone Star tick. Yes,
there are other
Jason, there are other protein sources. Like these nuts. Boom! So, basically, this is, from what I understand, is more predominantly found in...
Oh, wait, you can't eat beef, pork, venison, or dairy products?
So, everybody has heard of alpha male syndrome, but alpha gal is apparently the thing that causes it. So the U.S. Center for Disease Control is offering another reason for people to give up red meat by warning of a potentially life-threatening allergic reaction caused by ticks. The affliction occurs when people who have eaten beef, pork, venison, or dairy products
That's a
are
lot
bitten
more.
by a specific type of tick native to the southeast U.S. and eastern seaboard.
You know, like I've said this once and I'll say it again. If I'm going to believe in any conspiracy theory ever, it is that PETA created this tick.
I mean, if they didn't, I guarantee they praise
The
it.
fact that PETA hasn't come
They
out
probably
taking,
have
like,
Lone Star Tick Day.
responsibility for it, like, yeah,
Yeah.
we made the Lone Star tick.
October
I'm surprised.
11th is Lone Star Tick Day.
Yeah.
Alpha gal. So it's caused by a sugar called alpha gal that occurs in meat from mammals and tick spit. When the sugar enters the skin via a bite, it triggers an immune response that can result in hives, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, difficult breathing, swelling of lips, throats, and eyelids. Alpha-gal syndrome is an emerging tick bite associated allergic condition characterized by a life-threatening hypersensitivity to, I don't know what that is. Oligosaccharide.
Oligosaccharide, yeah.
Found
What's
in most
saccharide is
Oligosaccharide.
the saccharide is sugar.
Oligosaccharide found in most mammalian meat and products derived from it. Studies have confirmed at least 100,000 cases, but they suggest there could be as many as 450,000 additional people who don't associate it with eating food because it can take hours or even days. Interesting. So yeah, if you live in these areas, which unfortunately are quite a large swath, this is like the barbecue capitals of the world. This is like Carolinas.
When I think of like
Tennessee's,
southern barbecue, I don't go outside. It's
Texas's.
fine.
Yeah, this is like all the people who love meat.
Yeah.
Animals, they're typically a topic of conversation we come up with around here. We'll go from a teeny tiny one that could cause problems all the way up to the chonkiest one. The chonkiest animal that may have lived may not have been the blue whale. So there's a whale fossil, the Perusius colossus.
Oh, hi, Jinjee.
Oh, hi, Wampus.
What a great view.
They found a fossil of an animal that this is an artist reconstruction.
Has such a small head.
An artist reconstruction of the
He's resting his head on the bottom of the sole of my shoe. I just realized that's what that is.
I missed that, sorry. Perustus colossus. It's estimated to be 20 meters long, weighing in at 80 to 340 tons. Did you sneeze and lay down? So, an artist's reconstruction of the creature shows a huge, rotund, whale-like animal with tiny hind limbs sticking out, short webbed front paws, and a flat, small pointed snout and a rounded tail fluke. Researchers say it lived 39 million years ago off the coast of what is now Peru. So this is, it took about a decade for the team to excavate this huge fossil or whale bone from the Atacama Desert. Look at this thing. What? And what the?
Kind of like a manatee.
It kind of looks like people from Wall-E.
Man titties.
Yeah, man titties. Oh, just man titties?